Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Blissfully Unaware. Now, Bobby, we're going to get into something that, more than likely, as guys, we should not admit to, but hey, for our listeners, I'm sure it's going to be entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, guilty pleasures, we all have them. We might not always talk about them, but yeah, we all have them. We're going to go ahead and name a few, whether it be music, movies, whatever. I'll go ahead and go first. I'll admit it. I like me some Katy Perry. I'll rock out to it, man.
I've got some songs that I agree. She's got some.
For one thing, she's hot. Very good looking. She is the real life version of Betty Boop. She's got the big eyes. You know, she's just good looking. And she's got catchy ass music.
I was gonna say, I think the way she looks has nothing to do with me liking some of her songs, per se.
I'm just saying, it's part of the whole package.
Okay, so what is your favorite song of hers for right now?
I'll sing that Roar song.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
The Happy Birthday song that's out now. I'll sing along with that. I don't think that Roar song is just, it's almost like the new version of Rocky.
I am the tiger.
I've got the eye of a tiger, the fire. I'll fucking rock out to that shit, man.
I like that song, Dark Horse.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
she's just got catchy ass songs, man.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Dark Horse is that song, same song. But she's just one of those singers. Every single song that she puts out is a hit song.
I know.
With you living in California, California girls.
She's funny too.
Yeah,
she's had a couple spots on Saturday Night Live. She's got the comedic side to her. Mm-hmm. It'd be good to see her to pursue some of that if she ever takes time off of her music career.
Oh, I'm sure she will. But yeah, that was my first one. Came off the top of my head. Go ahead. What's your first guilty pleasure?
I'm going to start this off because I'm kind of not sure about if it's even a guilty pleasure, but Nickelback.
That's a guilty pleasure. Oh yeah, I'll say that.
There's one CD that I just really liked. It had probably 5 or 6 songs that I could constantly listen over and over. It's alternative. They'd never hit. I don't think you could classify them as a rock band.
I would say they're rock, but they're just they're pop rock is what they are. They're pop rock.
They started out alternative though.
Yeah.
With that one, I can't even remember any of their songs honestly, but there was that album that came out. What I think we were probably either 04, like we either graduated high school or a couple years after that.
The one you're thinking of is probably 03, 04.
Yeah, and there was just like 6 singles. Like almost every other song off that CD was a #1 hit that was always constantly playing.
Yeah, well, one song of theirs I really like is that "Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh."
Yeah. Oh, okay. Since we're talking about this, the lead singer Chad Kroeger.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody would say his name wrong. And he got into this big thing. He blew up on it, and he basically went out nationally and was saying, "You guys are always saying my name wrong. This is how I say my name.
Right.
Get it right while I put some more curly cues in my perm hair."
You got to admit, the guy's got nice hair. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'm pretty jealous. But I think he's married to Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne, that's correct, sir. That is correct.
So it's your turn for guilty pleasure number 2.
Guilty pleasure number 2. I'm going to go ahead and mix these two into one. I really shouldn't admit this, but I will sing along to their songs now that it's okay to. Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Yep. I totally agree.
They got catchy ass songs.
You remember on This Is the End? The whole closer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to. I think I used to listen more to NSYNC than I did Backstreet Boys.
Well, I remember when I was living down there. Whenever me and you we lived close, I remember that Backstreet Boys song. I want it that way. Tell me why. That song is a catchy ass song, but the thing is, you could not admit to liking it then, or else you get your ass kicked. That was just a general rule. If everyone saw you kind of humming along with it, you're like, what the hell's wrong with you?
What are you doing? Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm listening to Slipknot and Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about kicking someone's ass. But
Talking about Duke Nukem and yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat some shit up. But yeah, NSYNC, which now it's okay to like, bands like NSYNC because Justin Timberlake just made it, went over the edge with it all. Because now he's just the epitome of cool.
Yeah, that dude's got everything going for him. He worked hard for it. He deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, now he's a, multi-platinum selling recording artist. He's making
movie
movies.
star.
He's always on SNL.
Comedic star. Yeah, he's
everywhere.
Funny as hell.
Yeah.
He is funny. When I really started noticing him, and I knew that. What's up?
Dick in a box?
No. It was. He did a skit on Saturday Night Live, and I call it the Omeleteville skit. He's like, "Come on over to Omeleteville."
Come on over to Omeleteville. That one.
Yeah, he's just. Yeah. It was just funny as hell, man. All the dance moves and then how he was using the costume.
Yeah. He's good. Okay, sir. Next guilty pleasure.
Well, since you threw those into two of them, I'm gonna throw. I'll throw all three of these ladies into the mix. They're widespread, but one song from Whitney Houston, "I Will Always Love You."
Gets you right here, doesn't it? Gets you right here in the heart.
Sing the shit out of that. I think the reason why I like it so much now is because it was in that movie. Adam Sandler sung it in the shower in Bulletproof.
Oh yeah.
So, but I've always liked that song. I watch the video to that sometimes. And then of course, every guy's gonna say they don't like this song, but they do like this song. It is "My Heart Will Always Go On" by Celine Dion.
Oh yeah.
I'll sing the shit out of that.
But yeah, whenever you hear the what is it, the violin or whatever, the
flute too. Yeah.
You hear that?
Thinking, and Titanic,
you're like, I'm gonna be fucking Jack. I'm just gonna find my rose.
I watched Titanic like 3 times in the theater when it came out.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Some trivia.
Yep. And then
that's like 9 hours in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Okay. So far we got some Whitney Houston, some Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
What else we got?
And I'm gonna say Britney Spears' first hit, "Baby One More Time."
Oh yeah, that's whenever I was living up there. That's, for one thing, it was just a sexy ass video. She's in that schoolgirl outfit. Good shit right there, man.
All right, I think I said too much. You better have some good ones here.
Oh, I have plenty. For one thing, you're gonna hate me for this one. We touched on it a couple weeks ago.
I have another one. I'm gonna write this one.
Now that we're talking about it,
it's probably the same one.
No, you hate it. You hated this. Like, you were adamant about how much you hate it. We talked about it. We touched on it in our very first podcast. Mean Girls. Yeah, look at this. You guys should see his face right now. Look, it was a funny ass movie.
I agree. It was funny, but it was all that. It seemed like in those 2 years there was so many of those fucking movies that came out. Tina Fey, I love her, hilarious, great comedy genius. The movie did very well. I'll have to admit that movie did well. I even think it has 2 or 3 sequels.
It had nothing to do with the first movie, really, but yeah, it had some sequels.
But
it was just a funny, because it reminded me of high school because it came out right around the time we graduated. Graduated.
Graduated.
I'm gonna have to fucking edit that shit out. But,
no, you're leaving that.